Hello everyone, nice to have you all back for a off-site topic. Value of our beloved 107 darlings, a little analysis of the value, depreciation, plunging prices, rising prices, stable prices. Been doing an Excel list for the last, 3 years in a row or so. Now let us have a look at present market prices of our 107s in comparison to last year. I'll get myself a beer and we start right after introduction. Before I start, let me tell you about 4 issues that were influencing the prices heavily. Social media and the press covered these topics heavily all day long. To start with, EU Commission were working on papers saying that you are not allowed to repair a car 15 years or older. This affects us, meaning substantial repairs such as engine out, off-frame repairs are not allowed anymore. So the bureaucrats in Brussels said this was fake. Well, there is an in-depth video covering the topic. Please see drop down at your left-hand side. It was a heated discussion about these plans. Rising blood pressure guaranteed. Next topic. Plans are to inhibit you from entering inner city areas such as ULEZ, ultra-low emission zones, for historic cars like ours. Present situation is, if car is older than 30 years, having an H on your plate, meaning historic, you may go wherever you like. Legislation is planning to overthrow that and calling that a no entry zone for our 107s. Third topic, since 1997 you get a tax reduction, not a full tax exempt, but a notable tax reduction. MOT tests are on a 2-year basis to control roadworthiness. But once you get an H historic plate, you get a notable tax reduction. Regardless of displacement, engine capacity and size, you pay a flat rate of a 192 euros road tax, an advantage. When you have cars with engine sizes like ours, starting with a 2.7 liters straight to a 5.6 liter, you would have to pay some 1,500 euros road tax per annum in comparison to a 192. Money saved is money earned, so they say. Got more pennies to spend on parts and petrol. The downside is you got a vintage from the 70s, let's say a Fiat 500, you might be better off with your mini-size engine paying the regular tax. Of not having that H-plate registration, you might just pay some 50 or 70 euros per annum in road. But in our case, we are better off this way, and they want to abolish this partial tax exemption. Prohibition of internal combustion engines starting in 2035, saying that you are not allowed to register an ICE car starting in 2035, new or used. These are 4 factors with a heavy impact on the value of our vintage cars. So I gave you guys a headache, a big headache, didn't I? Now let us take a look at the value of our cars. Top of the list, Excel from 2019 before COVID. Here is 2020 and 2024 on the bottom of that list. We start with condition 2 because condition 1 would mean rolled off the production line last week. Mint condition with 5 miles on it. So list 1 does not apply actually. A 280 SL in next to mint conditions, 33k euros, 5% up from the previous year. Asking price is 34k present year, some 5% rise. The Coupe model had a significant jump upwards, gaining some 20%, astonishing that is. Here is the 420 SL from 85 onwards, close to 42k in comparison to last year, stable it is. Here is the 500 SL, gained 6% in value even the 560 is stable in spite of having tons of them coming from the States, nota bene for next to mint conditions vehicles. Condition 3 is more common. Expect to pay some 21k for a good 560 SL. If you like to have these tables, please contact me. We'll send them by mail to you. You'll get the entire spreadsheet covering those 4 years. To make this a little livelier, let us have a look at this spreadsheet of this very model. W123, astonishing rise in value like Swiss francs in a vault. You cannot go wrong. Especially the wagon gained surprisingly. Talking about the wagon, nota bene, starting last year, prices are almost skyrocketing, similar to the G-Class wagon, prices going up significantly. Asking prices have risen some 50%. This 2.4 TDI wagon was not even sought after a lot. All of a sudden, the car becomes fashionable, which makes prices rise. Top of the list, 3 liters diesel, 50% up. Top end petrol engine model, 280, also 40% up. Well, still an enjoyable investment. Well, we've dodged inflation. Prices are actually stable. They are stable. These were asking prices of W107 and W123 models. On this spreadsheet, nota bene the 123 wagon. Have a look in the video's description below. These are the repair manuals, K-Jetronic, K-E-Jetronic, repair of cruise control and other topics. For models 107, 126, 124, 123, 108, 109 and God knows. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Bye bye everyone. I hope you liked it.